Hi everyone, how you doing? Thanks as always for popping by. I do appreciate your time. Now I've had lots of technical problems, well, equipment problems, just things not working. I couldn't even get into this account. Can you hear that cat purring? I couldn't even get into this account for a number of days, but I did manage still to look in on people's videos, which was great. So I'm trying things a bit differently. I've just got this very basic phone, the cheapest in the shop, and I am going to use, well, I am using YouTube's internal thing. Oh, the cat doesn't approve. Bye. Nice picture of your bum there. Thank you so much, darling. Okay, so a few things I want to talk about. Oh, well, priorities for me is all this Kim and Mikey channel malarkey. Trusting you're up with it. And Watchtower have put in loads of copyright strikes on their old stuff. I hope you all subscribe to their new channel. Is it Kim Mikey 2 or Mikey Kim 2? It's one word and then 2.0 all joined up together. So if you're not up to date on that, please have a look. It's all very, very silly. It's not actually, Watchtower have so many different companies. So it's not Watchtower themselves, it's the Pennsylvania Publishing Tract, whatever they call themselves. The Transylvania Publishing Intractable Society, whatever it is. So it just shows, though, that I'm in bed, by the way. This is my duvet, in case you're thinking, what are we looking at? It just shows you, though, how Kim and Mikey are getting to them. Now, would the Supreme Being, I put this to you, would the Supreme Being be concerned and think, oh, I'm being challenged, I can be brought down by a couple, a middle-aged couple in, sorry, I'm the same age as them, so I can say that, a middle-aged couple in New Mexico? Is that really going to challenge the Supreme Being? Well, I don't think so, but it may challenge a publishing company that's being more than naughty. And another reason why I'm disgusted. I'm disgusted with the Transylvania Intractable Publishing Company is because Kim and Mikey, they save lives. They directly and immediately save lives because they are in contact a lot with people who are suicidal, either suicidal and still in the corporation, or have left, and they spend many hours, many days, they've spent years helping keep those people alive. And if Watchtower are trying to deny people access, trying to shut down access and all the useful information that Kim and Mikey have put out there, and let's face it, if these things were lies, they'd have no worries. If Kim and Mikey were lying, there'd be no problem, would there? There's only a problem, there's only fear if Kim and Mikey are telling the truth. But when Watchtower are trying to shut down access for people, they're shutting down a resource, an important resource for people in desperate need. So Watchtower, you listen to me. You have killed enough. There are others that speak very well about these flip-flopping blood doctrines and your changes on organ transplants. But I'm here talking about the people who have committed suicide and the people who are suicidal. Yeah, you just turn your backs. You don't damn well care. Well, how dare you try to shut down the resources for those people when they leave, and they have no one, they have no family, they have no friends, often. And you try and shut down a resource that they have. How dare you? More blood on your hands. I was just rereading a comment this afternoon from someone who's still in, and they're being held to ransom. They're being held to ransom because if they leave, they'll lose their entire family. And they're suicidal. And where can they turn? They've seen the lies. They've seen the cover-ups. That's your responsibility. The lies and the cover-ups are your responsibility. And as we see in video after video and hearing, recorded judicial hearing after hearing, if people question those lies, if they say, look what I've seen, look what I found from Watchtower's own documents, then they're thrown out. If they still insist that facts are facts, if they still insist that court documents are true, then they're thrown out. And people are trapped at the moment. And there's the famous quote from your own literature that people should be free to follow whatever religion they choose. And you say people are free to leave. You liars. It's like saying to someone, well, you're free to, you're free to leave, but yeah, we're going to cut off your arms. Well, yeah, they're free to leave, but look at the cost. And you cut out bits of people's hearts. They very often have PTSD due to the treatment they've grown up with. And they leave. And they leave parts of their hearts behind with their loved ones. How dare you? How dare you try and shut down what they need to stay alive? How dare you? You bring it on, because the more you try and stop us, the more we'll fight back. You created this, whatever we want to call ourselves, freedom fighters. Vast apostate army, some people call themselves. There's all different names, but you created them. And now you're having to deal with them. It was okay when you could just shove everyone in a dark corner. They were never going to be heard of again. There wasn't social media. Let them all be separate. It was hard for them to join up and meet others. You have people in your org now who are hanging on by their fingernails. Look after them. Look after them properly. And if you're someone who is feeling suicidal and desperate, I beg you to get professional medical help. Just as you would if you had an appendix, rumbling appendix, etc. What would you do? You should get medical help, and this is no different. And I do appreciate that it can be hard for a number of reasons. Finances, resources, around the world, in your country, things can be very hard. If necessary, find out about emergency services, There are often emergency mental health teams. You have legal obligations to help. I know it's very hard. Stay alive first, and the rest can be sorted later. And I absolutely promise you, you deserve to stay alive. Because as I say to everyone, you are so precious, and there is and will only ever be one of you. And you can never be replaced. And I know that the feeling of going is because of pain. Because of pain. Might be fear, bad messages about yourself maybe. Everything can be sorted. But life has to come first. Keep breathing first. So get that medical help. And yeah, you do need other people to share. You need people to say, yeah, we know that's right what you're saying. We felt that. Or it's logical. It's understandable you're going to react like this. So yeah, do talk to save people. Get on the phone to, help services. We have Samaritans, is the UK organisation. There'll be local ones, specific ones for specific problems. Find out those numbers, have them to hand, and you ring them, and especially ring them when you're desperate. Okay, this has gone on all over the place, hasn't it? This video, I'm just trying out this service, and most of my videos are done from in bed. Now, it's not because I'm lazy. Or maybe I am. But it's just that due to circumstances, I do have to spend most of my life in bed, which isn't, I don't want you going, oh, what a shame, that's hard. Just is. I'm used to it. Everything's fine, everything's cool. But if I'm going to have to use this way of filming things, lots of me in the bed, I don't want to be showing you in my bed. I'll just show you this duvet, which has prints of things that you might have on a duvet day on it, which is fun until you think, oh, I've lost like my phone or something, and you try and grab it, and then it's just something printed on. Here's a little torture one. I didn't think this through because it actually has a box of chocolates on it. But that's not a real one. I got this because it has a picture of what looks very much like my cat. I suppose my cat sits next to it. So there you have a little mad life into the crazy life of Mrs. J.W. Suicides. But this is, I know this is just endorsing what the Pennsylvania Intractable Publishing Company says about us who are apparently apostates, dear. Because we're so debauched. We do spend all our time in bed having debauched times, but mine aren't very debauched. They're not debauched at all. So I'm sorry to disappoint any of the elders who watch these videos and come on and have a moan at me. Whereas one of our favourite commentators said that I was ill because of my bad heart, my evil heart, which is fascinating, isn't it? Perhaps they'd like to go around to people in the congregation and who are ill and say, you're ill because of your bad heart. I thought it was a very kind thing to say to me. I did point out it has been going on since I was a baby.